Every year I sit in class, count down the seconds to get out, head over here to Snyder. I like to get some hunting done right before Christmas Day. Compared to the rest of West Texas, it's pretty hilly out here. A lot of mesquites and a lot of cedars, a whole lot of cedars. There's this one place where, there's always a good amount of deer, hundreds sometimes. There's always good bucks, a lot of does, just a lot of deer. All the deer kind of mixed up. There's a lot of mule deer, a lot of whitetail. Late in the afternoon, they're out in the wheat fields and they stay there through the night.
Football and finals are finally over for high school senior Alec Arena. Now he can get down to a long-awaited hunt during Christmas break.
I see a lot of deer that have been hit by cars down the bar ditch, but a good place to look is in the gullies. I see a doe laying down, in the creek bed next to the highway. It's been hit. It's fresh, you see that opportunity.
At the back end of his grandfather's ranch, Alec has a predator scouting plan.
I've got a cousin that's put these cameras out on feeders, but this is actually the first time we put any out on a carcass or gut piles or anything like that. We left it there about 3 days, so we decided we weren't going to check it or anything, leave it there, leave it alone, see what kind of action we got. All this signs of coyote and coons, and there's hair everywhere, and deer got dragged all the way back in there, and so there should be some pretty good pictures. Blood right here on the cuttyback, so it'd be good. I knew whatever happened here, had to be captured on the cuttyback.
In places where space and time are limited, a trail camera can eliminate a lot of the guesswork in a predator hunt.
Come on. Yeah, my little move.
We opened it up and the first picture we saw was a bobcat. It was really surprising to see a hog, as well as the coyote and the bobcat, because, we just didn't think that there were any even out in that area. It's really cool going through here and seeing all these pictures. And it's a great feeling to know that we were right about what we thought. After we had passed through most of the pictures, at the end, the bobcat came up again. Could really see how big he was and how mature he was. And I was thinking whenever I saw how fat that bobcat was, I might not be able to call him because he probably had his belly full from the day before. Woke up that morning and it was foggy, it was rainy, it was freezing outside. And I just didn't think. I was like, there's no way. I decided to go to an opening just a couple 100 yards from where that cuttyback was. Decided to call there. And it just so happened that we were only about 100 yards from the back of my grandfather's barn. But, it was the best place to be. It's about the best place I could find to try to call that bobcat. I set out the call to be where the fence was sitting on my left, and the bobcat would come from left to right. I hoped when he came out, he'd be coming broadside at me, not straight at me. It takes a long time to call a bobcat, 30 minutes, and it's torturous. Just sitting out there. All that screaming rabbit, and I had it on the Cottontail Duet. I gotta be truthful, I've done this several times and it hadn't worked. You know, it's gotten kind of the point where it's hard to go out there and sit and wait, but you know, I looked up and there he was, same bobcat from the pictures, and I got excited real quick, almost coming up from behind me. He was stalking the call, you know, he was coming up slow and he was set in on that call. He had no idea I was there. It was great. It was a great feeling watching him through the crosshairs. I'd seen him on the camera and finally I had him where I wanted him. It was a little wet that morning, so the sticks actually slipped out from under me. So he stopped right there and turned and looked, and I knew I had to take the shot soon. All right. Still couldn't believe that I called him up in the rain. It was misty, foggy out there, and it was bad weather. He hit the ground and I felt like, you know, everything I had done had paid off. It just worked out, you know, we had the pictures, and then so we knew it was out there, and we had it set up, and we called him in and got him. This is really the first bobcat I've ever called up, and to do it in the daytime was an experience. It was real neat walking up there to him. Out here raining in the misty and foggy weather, we had a good time. To me, this is perfect weather. We're gonna have the bobcat mounted, and we're gonna have the Cuddeback pictures framed. They were too good. I thought that I just wanted to kill one bobcat, but I think I'm ready to do it again. I'm going to continue doing this a lot. I'm getting excited about it. I don't care what happens in the future, there's never going to be a hunt like this one again. This is the best Christmas Eve I've had in a long time.